Okay, so we're gonna be looking at the USGI Industries poncho here. It was raining a little earlier and figured I would test it out, and of course it's pretty much quit. But anyways, this is how it comes packaged. You have this nice little sack for it. But you know, it's a nice quality sack. So it comes folded up. This is the Marpat version of it. Just started accumulating some of my gear in the Marpat. I've got the Poncho Liner to match it. We're going to be doing some videos on some of their stuff. I've had this for a little bit, just hadn't got it in because I was trying to piece together a kit. And I've received my first Poncho Liner the other day from a seller on eBay, and it had a slight defect in it. It was just a piece of material that had a fold in it, so it kind of missed the stitch. Well, I reached out to the seller, and they sent me another one, no questions asked. I'd sent them photos, you know, and they apologized and sent it right out. It's a good seller. I'm going to go ahead and link them in the description of this video. And so I wanted to go ahead and start checking the poncho out. Everything looks good. You know, it's a good quality. It's a lightweight. You know, it's not like the old heavy military ones. Some of you older guys will remember what I'm talking about. But yeah, we're gonna check this out. It comes folded up. Of course, you know, this is gonna be good size. It's gonna be more to a military specification size. Finishing up my coffee today in the canteen cup, and I'm gonna try this on. You know, kind of give you an idea of how it lays on you, the roominess of these, and the roominess is part of what makes the benefit of a poncho for your field gear, because it can be used for shelter, can be used in conjunction with the Poncho Liner for a you know, late spring, summer, early fall sleep system. Of course, they got a new product out that we may be discussing in upcoming videos. But yeah, let's take a look at this. when you snap these together, you get a overlap there. It's more of a seal. And it snaps right together and makes a warm weather sleep system that is going to be water resistant. It's going to shed water. It's going to keep you dry and keep you relatively warm. As you've seen in the previous clip, I was outside during a sleet storm. Something that's not mentioned a lot about these ponchos is they also act not only to protect you from the wet weather, but they're a windbreak also, which is very important because the wind plays a major role in hypothermic situations. As the wind blows in and blows away, your body is warm. And I was really comfortable sitting out there during that. You're generating a microclimate basically around you. Alright, we got a new package in today. We're going to open it up. This is something that was being sent to me by USGI Industries to test out for them. As I'm doing this, I'm working on a video for their Poncho and Poncho Liner. The company agreed to send me something to test out. We're going to get in and take a look at it. They were sending their camping blanket. This is kind of like the Poncho Liner, just with extra insulation in it. And they were going to send me one that matched my others. It looks like they have. In the Marpat. Camp Shield Adventure Blanket. You see it comes in the same kind of compression sack that the Poncho Liner comes in. I happen to have one of the Poncho Liner compression sacks right there. The only difference really between them is this one has the Camp Shield logo on it. Comes in the same way. This one has a tag on it stating features of the Camp Shield blanket. USGI Industries. Let me try to read some of those off to you. It's pretty small here. See, features of the Camp Shield blanket. The Camp Shield blanket can be turned into a single person sleeping bag by snapping the edges together. The dual-sided metal snaps allow for its user to get creative. Find more ways to use the blanket at usgiindustries.com. So, we'll get to test this out. I'm actually going camping today. I was hoping this would arrive before I left so I could utilize it in the trip. Yeah, made very similar to the Poncho Liner, except you can see that it's quilted out into squares and there's like more loft filling in there. And it does have the metal snaps that are the two-sided, so that you could connect two together if you wanted to. And that's, you can get that in the pattern to match your Poncho and Poncho Liner, and you should have a pretty complete setup. And this would also be a good multiplier for your sleep system using the Poncho and Poncho Liner that could take you into even colder weather. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at an unboxing of this, and I'm going to try to get some footage today and this evening
and possibly in the morning whenever I'm camping. Until next time, guys, remember, keep your head on a swivel, practice whatever you want to be good at, and question everything.
Hey everybody, I don't know if you can see me too good or not. I'm here in the tent. I just came out for a quick tent camp this evening. Haven't really got to film much. I'm camping at a spot that is frequented by a lot of people, and it being Easter weekend, there's been a lot out and about. I'm going to test out the, not sure if I can even get a shot of it, the Adventure Camp Quilt by USGI Industries. I'm probably going to do a setup with it, try a setup with the Poncho Liner and the Adventure Quilt. It's supposed to dip down into the upper 30s this evening, tonight, over toward in the morning. They've got a frost advisory, frost warning out for us. So hopefully with the Adventure Quilt, it should multiply the range of the Poncho and Poncho Liner, and surely with it should get me down another, the Poncho and Poncho Liner is good to like 50 degrees. The Adventure Quilt shouldn't get me down 10, 11, 12 degrees more, we'll see. But I'm set up if it doesn't. Just set up in I think they call it a 3-man tent. Got a cot in here, so I'm gonna be up off the ground, so that'll help a lot. Just wanted to test this out and see how it goes, and if you don't hear back from me tonight, I'll get you in the morning, get you out and take some shots of this pretty lake up here that we have, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, my phone says the temperature this morning is 42. The Poncho and Poncho Liner with the added adventure blanket did real good. I slipped in a t-shirt. This lake goes on down around past there quite a ways. It's like a 45-acre lake. There's a road goes all the way around. I'm at the upper end of it. It's all around through there. So I'm gonna try and get me some coffee on this morning. I might be back and talk to you guys in a minute. Okay guys, try and give you an idea of my setup last night. I had the USGI Poncho, USGI Industries, and I had the Poncho Liner with it tied together, but in between those I used USGI's Adventure Blanket. Now the Adventure Blanket has snaps on it that match up with the snaps on their poncho. So I've got it snapped together, and then I've got the Poncho Liner on the inside there. And anybody could do that either way. You could put the poncho liner inside the poncho and the adventure blanket, and it might actually hold it together a little bit better, because you could snap those snaps over top of your poncho liner, and that might hold your poncho liner in there a little better. But yeah, that was my setup. Tag there. All of it's USGI Industries. I had the slight issue whenever I first got my poncho liner, that it had a little issue. This is actually the one I had the issue with. I'm going to do the repair on. And I mean, it was a simple little thing, just a little piece of fabric left out of a seam. Could happen with any company. But you know, I've been really pleased with their products. I've got them out, I've tested them out. We'll still be testing. And the company has been awesome. Really good customer service. I believe they're actually located in Texas, and so you know, it's a company that's right here in America. I know everybody says, well, they're made in China, but about everything's made in China anymore. A lot of it is the company, you know, that's getting those items sourced, and what quality they want from the manufacturers. And I think it's really good quality stuff. It's worked good. I mean, it's nothing that you're going to get and it's going to fall apart on you the first time you use it or anything. It's I look to get years of service out of it. And adding that adventure blanket to that setup, it's 42 degrees right now. It said it was 41 earlier. Wind chill 38. Of course, you know, I was in the tent just because where I'm at, you know, you can't just really throw up a tarp here. So that blocked off a lot of wind. The wind did get kind of rough last night. But yeah, I slept good. I probably got close to 8 hours of sleep, more than I usually do through a week, a work week. I usually don't get 8 hours sleep. I didn't even have a fire last night. The closest existing fire pit, sort of, where somebody else has had a fire is over there. I'm all the way over here. I just cooked and made coffee using the canteen cup stove, and I used both a alcohol stove, a spirit burner, and the compressed fuel tablets from Expedition Research, and that did great. I used the fuel tabs for dinner last night. I made a north side. It was the mushroom rice, and then I added a can of roast beef and gravy to it. You know, it was good and filling. Had that before bed. And then both times I've made coffee, I've made it with the alcohol stove, and I've just used a cheap one that I had ordered from Wish for, you know, like $1 or $2, little aluminum one, and it did fine. I would like to get a Trangia, but yeah, that's the setup I used. I probably even could have slept longer, but back just started hurting.
and I'm really pleased with the USGI industry stuff. I'd say give them a try, guys. You'll be happy with it. I mean, I know people are going to say, well, you know, for the same price or even less, you can get a used military one, but I mean, that's what you're getting. You're getting one that's been used. It may have places that need to be repaired. It's pretty much the best part of its life is it's been used up. Whenever you can get a new one, and get from a place with some customer service behind it. And they've got these available. I've got the Marpat in my whole setup, but you can get these in multicam, or I think they've got multicam and woodland and coyote and black, and I've seen some pictures that lead you to believe that you can even get a white one, which would be good for, you know, a winter camo deal if you were in the snow. But it was supposed to have got down into the upper 30s last night. I'm not sure if it did. We had a frost advisory. I don't think it got quite that low, but I mean, I was really comfortable. I slept in a t-shirt and my pants. I had an extra pair of wool blend socks handy if my feet got cold, and I had my fleece handy I could have put on. I had a long sleeve button-up shirt on whenever I went to bed, and I ended up taking it off. But it did good. I could see it easily getting down, you know, with proper clothing down to freezing, and you could be comfortable with, you know, depending on your clothing. You could probably stretch that out even below freezing, and might not be too comfortable, but could help you survive in a situation if you needed to. The poncho itself acts as kind of a bivvy. Then your adventure blanket is kind of a cold weather setup, so you kind of end up with kind of like a light MSS system, military sleep system. But yeah, I look forward to doing some more reviews and videos of these products and some of their different uses. You know, I mean, sure, you can get a sleeping bag that's going to be, you know, the same bulk, that could probably even take you into lower temperatures, but you're not going to have the versatility you're going to get with this setup. You know, this setup gives you something that you can break down into a shelter and ground mat, sleeping bag, just so many different uses. We've all seen all the different uses for ponchos, and I really think it's just the way to go. I mean, unless you're in sub-freezing temperatures operating, then this would be plenty. You know, you could. I think I plan on carrying the Poncho and Poncho Liner through like late spring, summer, maybe early fall, and then, you know, the other times add the adventure blanket along with my system, and should pretty much be good to go. And that'd be great for like your get home bag, or just all around go bag, adventure bag, whatever you want to do with it. But guys, get out there, you know, get you a little bit of gear, and enjoy yourselves and be prepared at the same time.